Hi friends! So I wanted to do a little video update because it's been a while since I sent anything out, and that's because it's been a really crazy year, but crazy in a really good way. So it's been kind of non-stop, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. So this past spring, there was a lot that happened. There were conferences that were going on, and I was able to help equip and mobilize a lot of our staff people who were going to the conferences to be able to share with people about the need for reaching high school students and the opportunities to be able to serve both in the US and globally. And so, hundreds of people were able to respond and say yes, they were interested in being able to get involved, and lots of movements were started because of that. So school campuses are currently being reached because of some of the activities that were happening over this spring, and that was really awesome. And one of the highlights of the spring was something that I was able to do personally along with Zoran, as I was invited to represent the high school ministry and crew at this major conference that was taking place actually in Hawaii. And at first, most people think of Hawaii as a tourist destination, which it is, but at the same time, God is at work there so much. And for the first time, crew was invited to participate in the Hawaiian Island Ministries Conference, which has been held for over 35 years. And the guy who started the conference actually came to Christ because his sister had been one of the first Hawaiian staff people that joined Campus Crusade, or crew back then. I was creating materials and putting things together, training people, and then getting the booth together. It actually brought me back to my Syracuse University admissions days when I used to do college fairs. And yet the difference was that this was completely focused on equipping people and mobilizing people to share the good news of Jesus Christ to everyone there in Hawaii. And there were so many people that came by, and one of the most memorable people was this sixth grader, Caitlin, I think was her name, and she actually had started a Bible study in fifth grade. And she had been ministering to her peers, and she, in sixth grade, wanted to be able to start a Bible study for mothers and daughters, and so she came asking for resources. And that was such an encouragement because it reminded us that, you know what, it doesn't matter what age somebody is. If they have that passion and fire for Christ, they have the potential to be leaders. So just like Caitlin and some of the other people that came to the booth who are already doing things to reach teenagers there, we were able to kind of come alongside of them and even now continue to work with them to be able to see different schools and campuses and colleges reached in Hawaii for the sake of the people who live there. So while I was doing all the preparations to get our staff people ready to go to recruit at the Hawaii conference, I was also enrolled in 2 training programs. One was a training program for ministry, and it was like a boot camp. And then the second one was something that I was doing with church. So Zoran and I have found a new church home as of maybe about 2 years ago. It's called Discovery Church. Ever since we got plugged into Discovery Church, we've gotten involved in the worship arts. And that's something that's always been close to both of our hearts anyways, because Zoran doing the visual arts with photography and video, and then me doing the music with keyboard and singing. I've been able to plug in there and participate in a leadership training program, and now have the opportunity in this next season to be able to help coordinate the leadership program and to be able to train other people to be able to grow spiritually and to lead worship and to serve in other kingdom ways. It's been pretty awesome watching God show Zoran and I how our unique combination as a Croatian and Chinese American couple can be used for His glory and His kingdom. So both at church, where they've been highlighting us more and allowing us to share our story and our background with people, and then also professionally with crew, I've had the chance to be able to speak into different projects that needed some perspective from an Asian American background. And I've been able to also champion the need for people to mentor and disciple young people in middle school and high school. So the collegiate ministry, which has over 1,400 movements on college campuses, we've had the chance to start talking to them about how can they engage with high school and middle school campuses close to them more. And so tomorrow I'll actually be talking with some leaders from across the country to dialogue about what could it look like if each of the college campuses that had a Cru movement would adopt a high school or a middle school close to them and be praying for them, and then praying for how they can reach the students in that school. Something else that is happening actually this upcoming weekend, there is a major conference in Texas called Together 2018, and a couple thousand people are going to be present, including hundreds of high schoolers and youth ministry workers. So I would welcome your prayers for that too. Personally, for Zorn and I, in this season of our lives, we've been asking the Lord to show us when it is to start a family. So we also ask for your prayers regarding that. Just trusting the Lord for timing, and just asking that whenever it's His will and whatever is His will would happen. But we would love to have maybe 1 or 2 kids, and would like to start sometime soon. So if you could be praying for that, that'd be great. It's been a blessing just having this time to grow and to get settled into Orlando in a different way, and to be with family by traveling. So we feel really blessed. I would love to know what's going on in your lives. So anytime you have a chance to email or text or call, please let me know how I can be praying for you. I want you to know that you mean so much to me, and you are such an encouragement to me. And I know that what God is doing in and through me, it can only happen because you are praying for me and supporting me and sending me out to do kingdom work. So thank you, and I look forward to keeping in touch and hope that this finds you well. Love you guys. Bye.